Hello there, Coles here and welcome back to another video. You may recognise this place. We are back here at Goldscope, and what a beautiful sunny day it is. So the plan for today is, so I'm trying to make a 3D model of this valley and, well, in particular this hill and the mines. So that includes the exterior 3D model, which I've used, like photogrammetry to do that with. But we also need to do the interiors. Now I've tried to do it with like footage I already have. So yeah, we'll be using RealityCapture, which so far for me has been pretty good. So yeah, we've got the Amalant, not the 100,000 lumen one, but it's 25,000 lumen, so you know, pretty good. So yeah, let's go. Smells funny. Smells earthy. So this is our first place of interest. This little tunnel that comes up there. Now let's continue. Oh, we can use that as a reference point, those white lines. Like, it's good if we have like points that are easily recognisable in photos. Shit, my whole setup's getting wet here. I've got some rail track sleepers. Well, just one actually, and I'm guessing that's a bit of a rail track, I can't really tell, it's very rusty. This rock might be a point of interest. And then we have this stoped area here. It's only a little one though. Pretty cool though. Now, when we put this into RealityCapture, we can get rid of like sort of any frames that we don't need, which is obviously pretty good. A stick, that's a good control point. Yeah, no, what's probably preferable is to have some sort of chalk markings, you know, just like a square and a circle, and or like bright colours. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . What is that noise? I don't know if you can hear that on the recording, but it was pretty creepy. There's just like this line of, I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to pretend to know. Like it's even on the other side. I would say, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been in a geography or geology class in like 10 years. Come on, give me a break. Oh, we got some more sleepers here from the rail track. The ceiling's pretty interesting here. I think that is a good control point, as well as this boulder right there. Another control point. Yeah, we have a boulder, a log, some weird stuff, and we've got another sleeper right there. And then there's a little tiny cutout bit there. And then if we go back down, got another sleeper, find over two. There we go. It's crazy to me that hundreds of years ago people were working down here. And these tunnels are all dug out by those workers. I'm actually going to cool off in here. Ready? This little head torch is probably more light than the actual workers would have had. They would have had a little candle light, and that'd be about it. This is how much I can see with this little head torch. It's really not that great. Okay, let's see if this is any better yet. Oh my god, it's cooled right down. It's brilliant. We're back up and running. Drill hole, well, there's a few actually. Oops. We got this metal thing. I'm pretty sure it's like a pipe or something. Beautiful. More sleepers. In fact, there's quite a few more. And even more. And I can stand up here. So it's probably a good place to turn around. Just to make sure I've captured everything. Because if you want a good 3D scan, a good map, then we really need to take our time. Because otherwise there'll be loads of bits missing. Here. Oh, this bit's getting low down. Could actually do with cooling the torch down again, to be honest. Yeah, it's getting hot. Hold on. It's a little better. Another sleeper. Okay, let's continue. Got another sleeper. Can make that another control point. Now, this is the first area of interest, really. It's our first proper, like, stoped area. So we've got that bit of timber across there. I don't know what that bit's for. It's not really doing anything, and I don't think anyone could actually like sit on there. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to point the torch away, and then you get less of a shadow. I don't know what the best way to capture all this area is going to be, really. There we go, comes down where the exit is. A whole load of of old timber. Another sleeper. A good control point, this big boulder. And voila, we're in the main chamber. Yeah, so can't really see out without my torch. Yeah, for the next party trick, I'm going to fly a drone in here. I was seeing if I could attach this torch onto the drone. I think I'll actually have to I'll make one myself, 3D print it. My prediction, it'll go one of two ways. It'll either be really cool, or it's going to bring down the whole place. Obviously, hopefully it's the former. Also have no idea how it's going to do flying in here, because, you know, we're inside. Could go terribly, or it could be, oh, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe I should put my backpack on, in case I do actually have to run out of here. Flight altitude, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of restricted by the ceiling, so they're not wrong about that. Let's start recording before I start flying, just in case it all ends miserably. Come on. Reading the DJI Air 2S manual, obviously before I flew the drone, On page 17 it explains the vision system and infrared sensing system. It has the forward, backward, upward and downward vision systems, which consists of 2 cameras each. Then the infrared sensing system consists of 2 3D infrared modules, as I don't know if they're TOF sensors or LiDAR. The downward vision system and infrared sensing system helps the aircraft maintain its current position and hover in place more precisely, and to fly indoors or in other environments where GNSS, Global Navigation Satellite System, is unavailable. Then if we go to page 46, we have flight limits and geozones. So in the mine it was actually saying the flight restricted zone on the screen, due to there being no satellite navigation signal, I assume. So then over the page there is a table for when the drone only has the downward vision system available. So no satellite navigation service, and I assume no forward, backward and upward vision cameras available. So when there is weak GNSS signal, or in our case no signal whatsoever, and flight conditions are not sufficient, which I think we can safely say was an issue here, then the flight altitude is restricted to 3 meters above the ground. So in the mine, the only way I could get it to go up was to fly it up the pile of rocks, as the drone could fly up to 3 meters above it. However, as soon as I flew back over lower ground, the drone would go down automatically, so it was 3 meters above the ground. This left me wondering if it would actually be possible to fly it in a mine, and I came up with 2 solutions. Under the table it says the altitude limit when the GNSS signal is weak will not be restricted if there was a strong GPS signal when the aircraft was powered on, which means I could technically take off outside the mine with GPS signal, fly it through the mine, and would have no height restrictions. But I imagine that would be very difficult to do, and would probably waste all the battery time just flying it to the chamber. The second option is to light the mine up. No, not set it on fire, but have it well illuminated so the vision system works. The only issue is I have no idea how best to do that. What am I doing? Oh yeah. The DJI drone might not work, but I think this little guy will. The problem with this is it definitely requires 2 hands to control, because it doesn't hover well. Like it attempts to hover, but it doesn't stay still. Anywho, so... And also the camera quality is pretty bad. But for 30 quid it is fun nonetheless. Alright. Now where are we going here? Look, what do we have? Come on, work. Whoa. Hello. It enjoyed it so much, it ejected the battery. It was actually going alright until I couldn't see it anymore. That tends to cause problems. Oh, we're back already. We made it. So to end this video, I'll show you my photogrammetry models so far. They're put together in the software RealityCapture from images imported as well as videos which can be imported, and the software will break them down into individual frames, hence why I had to move slowly through the mine whilst recording so I didn't have loads of blurry frames. So this first model here is of the chamber I flew the drones in. I haven't actually used any of my latest footage yet for these models. These have been put together with footage from previous visits. So I imagine once my newest footage is added, a lot of the gaps will be filled and I'll have more complete models. The good thing about this software too is that it's free, at least up until the point where you want to download your finished models. But the prices are very fair in my opinion, and it's great only paying once you're actually happy with your model. The second model stretches a good length of the main edit level of Goldscope. Again, this only used older footage so far, so I'm excited to see what I can do with it, with my new footage added in. As you can see, there is a lot of gaps in this one, likely due to not getting enough frames with good lighting and angles. Meaning, if I walk past a big boulder for instance, without shining the torch and filming behind it, it will just be a gap in the model. But anyway, I'll keep posting updates on here, maybe in shorts. That's YouTube shorts, not me in shorts. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.